bourgeoisie in Ghana. That's the business elite and then the academic elite. Very, very rich people. Please, what you should remember is that in those days, to qualify as a voter or a person to be voted for, you must have property. So the democracy we were practicing in the colonial era was property owning democracy. If you did not have a registered property, you did not qualify as a voter. And if you wanted to contest for an election, you should prove that you were a man or woman of substance.
Oh, I see.
And Kwame Nkrumah did not have any property. You understand? He didn't have any property, so he wouldn't qualify as a voter. And then he had also seriously immersed in socialist ideology. And Nkrumah would hate the rich people. And Kwame Nkrumah saw everybody in that category as a rich person, as a bourgeoisie, to be hated. But there was only one man who liked him in UGCC, and that was Dr. J.B. Dankwa. Because J.B. Dankwa, was the leader. I mean, Pa Grant was a very old man, so he was just the ceremonial president. If they had won independence without the UGCC breaking up, J.B. Dankwa would have become the president of Ghana. And knowing that Kwame Nkrumah was working for him to achieve his aim, he would always love Kwame Nkrumah. But the other people did not like Nkrumah because of jealousy. They also did not like Nkrumah because Nkrumah was a socialist and didn't like their ideas and things to do with academic work and those, even though he himself, I would say, that was far better educated than all of them. In fact, Nkrumah had a master's in theology, master's in sociology, master's in economics, and had also done history. You understand? Yes, he had about 4 master's degrees and was a senior lecturer before he left the US to the UK and was doing his PhD. So he was nobody subservient to the UGCC people. But the moment he entered the Gold Coast and saw that it was not the academia that would save his people, he threw away everything academic and then started moving with the ordinary, do I say, fratam people, fratamini, ordinary people, uneducated people, people who would be called veranda boys by the UGCC. This was a place that Nkrumah liked. So definitely the other members of the UGCC would not. So he liked the foot soldiers, the masses. He called them the masses. He would not like them. And then when he started moving the whole nation to himself, the tribal factor would work again. He got to Ashanti, and when he started mobilizing Ashanti to become part of the UGCC, Ashanti too felt very, very hesitant to join the UGCC led by Achin people, led and dominated by the Achin people, because Ashanti had always felt that they were the masters of all the ethnic groups of Ghana, so they should lead. And if there was nobody like Nkrumah to lead them, then they would be prepared to come under Nkrumah, because Nkrumah was an Nzima man, and the Nzimas and Ashantis were from the same stock, the Nzima Kotoko, Asante Kotoko. So they were so happy working with Nkrumah, and therefore then Asante Hine Prempeh II allowed the Ashanti, the then famous Ashanti Youth Association, very powerful, to join Kwame Nkrumah, and the leadership was made up of Victor Usu and then Krobo Edise. They joined Kwame Nkrumah, and so that alone made Nkrumah a very significant person within the UGCC hierarchy. And then in the Volta region, the Ewas, who had been made part of Ghana only because of the defeat of Germany in the First World War, and did not very much sit well with the other tribes, would welcome Nkrumah because one of their own children, K.A. Bedema, was Nkrumah's friend. Yes. And so that was how it came about. So tribal factors also had to move. So in less than 2 years, after working for the United Gold Coast Convention, it became something like written on the wall that Nkrumah would not have a place in the UGCC. So when they called him to give him his dismissal letter, and he knew that he was going to receive his dismissal letter, Bedema and Botio also advised him to write his resignation letter. So at the very moment he was collecting his dismissal letter, he was also handing over to his employers his resignation letter. So you can read from some history books that Nkrumah resigned from the UGCC, and other books will say that Nkrumah was dismissed from the UGCC.